Changing automatic transmission fluid sounds like one of the best maintenance decisions you can make, and in many cases, it is. But there are also situations where that same service can become the starting point of problems that didn't exist before. Sometimes, the maintenance is done correctly, and just days later, the transmission starts to slip, shift harshly, or even fail completely, as if the issue appeared out of nowhere. In this video, I'm going to explain why this happens, what's really going on inside the transmission when you change the fluid, and stay until the end, because I'll show you how to do it properly, so it doesn't end up costing you thousands of dollars. Automatic transmission fluid doesn't just reduce friction between components, it also plays a critical role in transmitting force inside the torque converter, generating the hydraulic pressure that activates valves and internal clutches, and keeping temperatures under control in a system where everything is constantly in motion. Inside the transmission, there are clutch packs, bands, and valves that all depend on that hydraulic pressure. Every gear change relies on the fluid having the correct viscosity, proper cleanliness, and the ability to maintain controlled friction. And this is where the key point lies, something many people don't fully understand. Transmission fluid doesn't just lubricate, it also directly affects how internal components engage. In other words, it influences how smooth or how firm each gear shift feels. Over time, that fluid degrades, it becomes contaminated with wear particles and loses its original properties. But at the same time, the internal system of the transmission begins to adapt to that degraded state, continuing to operate under those specific conditions. Because when you change that fluid at the wrong time, you're not just adding fresh oil, you're disrupting the entire internal balance that the transmission had already adapted to. For years, people have repeated the idea that changing any fluid in your car is always a good decision. And while that's true in many cases, an automatic transmission doesn't work the same way. With engine oil, for example, wear and degradation mean that replacing it is always beneficial, because its main job is to lubricate and dissipate heat. But in an automatic transmission, the fluid plays a much more complex role, since it also controls how internal components engage through friction. This means the transmission's behavior depends directly on the properties of the fluid, not just how clean it is. And this is where many people make a mistake. They assume that no matter the condition of the transmission or the mileage, changing the fluid will always improve things. But in reality, there are situations where that change can disrupt a system that was already functioning, even if it wasn't in perfect condition. Not because the new fluid is bad, but because the transmission has already spent thousands of miles operating with degraded fluid, with specific friction and pressure characteristics that its internal components have adapted to over time. So when you introduce new fluid, cleaner, with different viscosity and behavior, you're not simply improving the system. You're changing the conditions under which it has been operating. And that change, if done at the wrong time, is exactly what can trigger problems that weren't obvious before. This is where the real cause lies, because the problem isn't changing the transmission fluid. The problem is when you do it. When a transmission goes many miles without maintenance, the fluid stops being clean and controlled, and starts turning into a mix of degraded oil and microscopic particles from internal wear. Those particles mainly come from the clutch discs, which gradually lose material due to constant friction. That material doesn't disappear, it keeps circulating inside the system. Over time, that old fluid, despite being degraded, creates a kind of artificial balance inside the transmission. Worn internal surfaces begin to operate with that fluid, which now has higher friction, more debris, and different properties than when it was new. In other words, the transmission is no longer operating like new, but it is operating under those specific conditions. And that balance, while unstable, still exists. The problem appears when you decide to change the fluid after a long time. Because at that moment, you're not just replacing old oil. You're removing the balance the transmission had adapted to over thousands of miles. When you change the fluid in a transmission that has been running on degraded oil for too long, what happens isn't an immediate improvement. It's a sudden shift in internal conditions. New automatic transmission fluid comes in with completely different properties: lower friction, better cleaning ability, and more stable viscosity. And while that sounds ideal, in a worn transmission it can actually create the opposite effect. The new fluid begins to clean away deposits and debris that had built up inside the transmission. Some of those particles, although they came from wear, were also helping create friction in the clutch packs. Once removed, the way those clutches engage changes. At the same time, because the new fluid offers less resistance, worn clutches may start to slip more than before, since they now require pressure and conditions they can no longer maintain. And this is where the most common symptom appears: slipping. The transmission starts to lose its ability to transfer power efficiently, shifts become less firm, delays appear when engaging gears, and in some cases, it feels like the transmission started failing right after the maintenance was done. The first thing you need to understand is that transmission maintenance should be preventive, not reactive. In other words, don't wait until the transmission has high mileage or symptoms before changing the fluid. That's why it's best to follow reasonable service intervals, even if the manufacturer claims the fluid is lifetime. In reality, that fluid does degrade with use, temperature, and time. Now, if you're already in a situation where the vehicle has gone many miles without maintenance, the worst thing you can do is a sudden, aggressive fluid change. In those cases, the most recommended approach is to do progressive changes: replace part of the fluid, drive the vehicle for a while, and then repeat the process. This allows the system to gradually adapt to the new fluid without creating a sudden shift in internal conditions. Another key point is to check the fluid level and temperature during the service. A transmission with an incorrect level or improper measurement can develop issues, even if the fluid itself is brand new. And finally, there's something that makes a huge difference: avoid aggressive procedures if you don't know the true condition of the transmission. A full flush can be beneficial in well-maintained transmissions, but in high-mileage or worn units, it can actually do more harm than good, precisely because it changes everything too quickly.